Già. What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining the Down South Sports Roundtable. We love to call it Sports Roundtable for short. Mark, man, what's going on, bro? We ready to keep it on, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another great day for sports, man. Back to
Yeah,
talk some good news. What's going on? Yeah,
yeah,
we
bro.
got a lot going on in sports right now. What's good with you?
Man, hey, bro, I'm keeping it in the road, bro. I'm keeping it in the road. Wait, we call it Alabama riding the slab, man.
Yeah. As you should, man. You're doing the right thing. You're
Yeah,
doing the right thing, man. We got out to some good we got some good Olympics going on right now at this point in time. We had the 100 today.
yeah,
We had a couple gold medals. We had the gold medal in the 1500 in
mm,
swimming.
yeah,
Think so. Yeah, it's a lot going on. We finally caught up with the gold medal. We
yeah,
tied
yeah,
final. I think at 19 as of right now.
yeah.
We had like 52 bronze medals. I was like, yeah, we got back on our feet. We all right now. So we
Yeah,
usually catch up around track season. So
yeah. Hey, man, bro, it was great, man. Let's kick it off, bro. One of the things that surprised me, bro, was Sha'Carri Richardson, coming in second place, for that 100 yesterday. That I say that surprised me, but the way her history being around the start, coming out the block, I'm not surprised. So I'm a little surprised. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit of both sides on it. You know what I mean? And bro, I'm gonna get your take on it because you know what I mean. I know you personally, and you was a big track guy, bro. You know what I mean? Back in the day, man. So talk to me, bro. What's going on with her, man?
yeah, man. I mean, track is definitely one of my loves.
Yeah.
The sport world and sport realm, and definitely starting coming out of the blocks is a major component to productivity in track and what you can do. And we all know that she hasn't had the best of starts always. Even when in Eugene, Oregon, when she was qualifying, she starts off a little rough. Her catch-up game is crazy. How she can
Boy,
talk people down.
yeah,
By the time she gets to the 20-meter mark, usually she's catching up to people. But if
yeah,
she could just perfect that start, that would be a great deal for her. Moving forward. But I mean, it hurt her. And once again, her start at this point in time. I mean, now they were fast. I think the start was better than it's been. But
yeah.
yeah,
But
the
she's
girl,
still
she's
kind of like
gracious.
pop shoot up to me, man. Like,
Yeah, she does a little bit inside to side. You know what I'm saying? Instead of straight out. Down and straight out.
yeah,
Um, yeah, but like I said, the girl from St. Lucia, that's their first gold medal. She was smoking. She was fast.
yeah,
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 and the crazy thing about it, her, Sha'Carri Richardson and Shelly and Bryce, the girl from Jamaica who's a decorated medalist at this point in time, and she's been racing about 12 years, and I think she has like 8 gold medals. But
yeah.
both of them they were held up at the gates from getting into the
Oh, I heard about
Coliseum.
that, man. Yeah,
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 because they didn't come with their team, or they didn't ride the team bus or what have you. Shelly, and she actually she pulled herself out of the race. That's why you didn't see her at all.
hmm
Said she didn't have enough time to warm up. So I mean, that could have had something to do with Sha'Carri Richardson too as well. I mean, she still pulled out the silver, but knowing her, I know she wants the gold. But yeah, that was a damper on the 100 for the women's, definitely. Um,
yeah. And so, man, and like I say this, it was two big components I noticed on with her race on this. First, coming out the block, um, and that pretty much that first I say 30 meters that coming out the block in that drive phase. You know what I mean? And
mm,
you know what I mean. Once she hit past that drive phase, she's gonna hawk you down. But
right,
you can't hawk if both of y'all run 10.7s, that math don't add up. You get what I'm saying? 10.8s.
right,
You know what I mean? If y'all both run the same, like your same numbers and average the same numbers, every component of that race got to be the same. So that was my first piece. Then the second piece, more I don't know if you watch it in slow motion because they play that more, about 100 different times.
they did, they did.
If you look, and I don't know if you pay attention, but if you look, it's almost like she was nursing an injury too. It like she wasn't comfortable. Like it looked like she was kind of like maybe the warm up piece might have been doing, but it looked like something was like she was like borderline almost about to limp, but she was driving through it. I don't know what was going on, but she didn't look comfortable at all.
Yeah, and like you said, the warm up definitely could have played a part in that. You know, that's a big part in track. You have to warm up. You have to have those muscles loose. You know, you have to
Yeah,
stretch. You
yeah,
know, to run a good race. You can't go in there, you know, with your muscles not where they need to be. You have to be stretched. You have to be loose. You can't go
yeah,
in there stiff at all. So, like I
yeah,
said, that's why Shelly pulled herself out. I mean, Sha'Carri could have just, you know, raced with what she had, basically.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and that could have hurt her. So, I mean, we won't know till later, but we'll find out, I'm sure.
yeah, yeah. But those are two major components. Like anything past a 50, once you get past 50 meters, no issue. She got that component. It's that coming out the block, bro, and that coming out the block in that drive phase. And if you running about the same as the person that was leading you, you're not going to catch up. That math ain't enough room for it. That math ain't going to add up. So that's what actually surprised me. Not surprised me, but then surprised me was that. And she's got to work. I don't know what she's got to do because I already know she probably got the best of the best of the best trainers. I don't know what's going to need to happen, but she's got to work on that doggone start, man, because I don't see her. That's going to be the hindrance for her winning the gold. Is
I'm sure she has. She said that she had.
hey Mark, you coming in a little chopped up, man. You coming up a little chopped up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, but it was yeah, it was she's got to be able to hide that. She's got to be able to hide that weakness. And I don't know what she's got to do to fix that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You might got some good suggestions, bro, but I don't know what she got to do to fix that because something's not jiving with that start, man. Something ain't jiving with that start.
Try. You have to know everything now is always the coach. You definitely have to do something.
Yeah. But
Now came out and did something for you.
yeah. Hey folks, we're gonna take a momentary break real quick. And we're gonna be right back. We're gonna be right back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We back. Sorry about the technical difficulties, all the tropical storm coming in, affecting the internet connection. So we should be good, man. Mark, you ready?
Yeah, man. We should be good.
Good. Yeah, bro. You back on now, bro. You back on now. We good, man. We good now. We good. We back.
Rejuvenated. Yeah, just here, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing stop this show.
Yeah, we good, man. We good, man. But we were talking about Sha'Carri, you know what I mean? I was just, you know what I mean, just coming to slow out the block, man, and what she got to do to fix that. I mean, I don't know what type of who her trainers. I think she had can't remember the same trainer she used as some other male athletes, man. But that's going to be the deciding factor if she ever win gold, if she can get that start right. You know what I
She
mean?
definitely get that start right. I mean, that's so
because her legs are not long enough to reach that stride either, too. You know what I mean? So, like when you used to run, you was able to hawk the people down, but you had a longer stride too because you were taller too on that side too. So she don't have that long stride either that she can recover from.
Yeah, she doesn't. But the good thing about it, she keeps her knees up when she runs, so that definitely helps her out with her power. But like I said, she definitely has practice on that start because it is a key, it's a pivotal point to your race. So she has to get that down pat, man. I mean, she's been struggling with it for a while. I don't know why it's taking so long at this point in time, but that's something you have to do. It's a must in track.
Yeah. 100%, bro. 100%, man. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
like I said, I was just saying that Noah Lyles, pulled it out in the 100 for the men's.
Yep.
He had a great race.
Boy, hey, the men race was tight too, bro.
Down to the wire. Yeah, real tight. They had to pull up the photo finish to see who won.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Those were some tight races. Which you expect at this stage in the semis and stuff, man. You expect that. Like you expect that you get that far now, you don't expect no blowouts. Like everybody, the best of the best. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Every aspect that race got to be like flawless. It got to be flawless. You come down the block, you drive. You know what I mean? Your progression, like everything got to be just perfect, flawless, man. And that's the only way you're able to do it. You know what I mean? So, hey, that was great, man. We, like you said, we starting to get some goals on and starting to get higher up than now. Too many bronzes out
there. I'm telling you, by time we back where we need to be.
Hey, now let's talk about one person on the flip side of that. I mean, that's gonna be real, man. She showed her ass, bro. She was just doing. Boy, she did what she's supposed to do. So, Simone Biles.
Oh, Simone, yeah, definitely Simone.
Bro,
she has reached the upper echelon of gymnastics and gymnasts at this point in time. She's the most decorated medalist, 8 gold medals at this point in time with what she's doing. Some of the actual things that she does can't even be duplicated. Nobody else can even do it. That's why she wins by such a large margin sometimes because of the difficulty in her, her flips. So,
I mean, they got names for them. They call it Simone Biles 1, 2, 3, the twist. Like they got all these names. But remember some years ago where she was doing all those moves that nobody else could do, and she was getting penalized for it. Remember that? She was getting penalized because she was the only one able to do it because none of the other athletes could do it. So she was getting penalized for it.
Getting penalized for being good.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you how good she was. When she won the goals, she stepped out of bounds and still won.
Yeah, that's because the difficulty. They're judging it by the difficulty of it, and nobody can do that. I mean, nobody can even come close to doing that. So that's why.
Yeah, man. So, hey, bro, I want to say a big salute to her, man, because she carried the USA on her back. You know what I mean? Like she did all the naysayers and all that type of stuff. Oh, she's lazy. I don't think this team get fit. You know what I mean? Then next thing you know, she went to, you know what I mean, on social media, did a couple of jabs. Now they blocking her. The same one that say all this crap is blocking. Hey, man, you got one thing I believe is, you know what I mean? You got to, if you speak on it loudly, you got to accept it loudly. You know what I mean? Hey, just say you messed up. Hey, I was wrong. And then move on about your day. But some people can't get out of that. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
Yeah, that was the old one of the old gymnast girl, McCarthy. She was on the 2020 team, and she was stating that she didn't believe the team is as strong as they were, or they're a little lazy. They don't practice or go hard as they do, and they definitely proved her wrong. Bringing home the gold. I'm at this point in time. She like I said, you definitely have to stand on it. You said you got to stand on it. So
you got to stand on that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, now you're gonna block her because she just basically said what you said to her. She said it right back to you. Added, gold medal also. You know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, you got to be able to take that, man or woman. I don't care what it is. Hey, you messed up. Hey, man, just say you messed up. But hey,
you know what comes with that.
Great athlete. You know what? One thing I didn't know she was as short as she was. I knew she was short, but I didn't know she was that short. I thought she was like 5'5'1". She is 4'8". Yeah.
That makes it even more. that makes it more incredible to the stunts that she's doing and how high she's getting. You know, she's
Yeah,
flipping high as Shaq. You know,
yeah,
so that's amazing.
yeah. So I didn't realize she was, you know what I mean, that short, man. But a phenomenal athlete, you know what I mean. She's gonna
Yeah,
go down in history, man. I mean, you know what I mean. That's whenever she's done, she ain't got nothing else to really prove. You know what I mean? That's just that she did everything she needed to do to accomplish all the goals she wanted to accomplish, multiple goals. I mean, everything that's needed, and basically changed the game. Like she almost, if you really think about it, in comparison to the sport, she's almost like the Steph Curry of gymnasts. Because what Steph Curry did, he changed the game where, man, people, you got kids nowadays don't even want to drive to the hole no more, man. They want to pull up from the app. They want to pull up from the doggone parking lot.
yeah.
They don't
Yeah, she
even care
definitely
nothing
changed the
about.
game.
They don't even care nothing about mid-range games. They don't care nothing about driving. Hey, and same thing her. She just changed the dynamic of the game to the point where they don't even know how to classify these moves, so they have to just give it her name and a number behind it.
Yeah, one of the Russian coaches, she stated that she should be disqualified or they should stop, grading her on that type of scale. It's basically just hating.
Exactly. None of us can
Nobody
do
can
it,
do it.
so
Nobody can
she
do
should be allowed to do it.
it. Right. That's just nuts.
That I mean, what? Oh, I mean, at any level of sports, you always got those freakish athletes that can basically do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? Because they just naturally that gifted. You know what I mean? Like any sport, football, basketball, baseball, they are naturally gymnastics, swimming. Remember, you seen the race where uh the swimmer she beat everybody by 17 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Got out the pool, put her clothes on, probably about to go turn the car on before they even touch the wall, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
So
every year you have those type of athletes, like you
you
said. I
got
mean,
those type of athletes at
yeah,
every sport. They call them generational athletes.
yeah, man. Just like the swimmer from France was Leon Marchand. This
Yeah,
man has like 6 gold medals. He's the new Michael Phelps, basically, at this point in time. But yeah, you
exactly.
have freaking athletes every year that come along and change the game. You Steph
Yeah,
Curry, like you say, Michael Jordan, LeBron,
yeah.
everything. So
And,
yeah, it
and
is just one of those instances.
yeah, think about this when he's talking about Michael Jordan. What did you say about Michael Jordan? He'll be out, he'll play 36 rounds of golf, he'll drink, he'll smoke a bunch of cigars, he'll go gamble, be up to 4 o'clock in the morning, then still go to workouts and still drop 50 on you. And
Yeah,
everybody else dog time.
yeah, sure would. Even on the Last Dance, when they
Yeah,
showed him in the locker rooms or whatever after some of the game, they had Miller Lite on the table. They having the beer in there. I was like, yeah, this man is a different type of athlete. And like you
different
said,
type, bro.
play golf. He
Different.
was doing this during the playoffs and
Yeah.
in the
In
dream
there, they
team.
fixed everything. He was going
Hmm.
36 rounds of golf. They say, hey man, you got to play them. Man, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
That's why that flu game didn't stop him. That's why the
he,
flu game didn't stop him. Because he built his body up to play through all that bull crap.
he was just that type of athlete, though.
Exactly.
He in the locker room before the games, he back there shooting peanuts.
Yeah.
Gambling. He just wants to win at everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But Simone Biles, she's just that type of athlete.
She
A generational athlete that can do things that we probably you can't never say that you'll never see this athlete, but no, never see this type of again because you'll get those like one every 10 years, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. From now you got somebody kid that's probably in gymnastics at 10 years old right now that's a monster that's probably trained to be just like her, better than her. You know what I mean? Just like Kobe and doggone Jordan. Kobe, you know what I mean? We know about Kobe back in high school, you know what I mean, when he was overseas and stuff. He hit the NBA at his third year, and he was just like that, you know what I mean? A different type of talent.
Yeah,
So
like you said, they changed the game, and
they changed the
you know
game.
they make it better for those upcoming kids. Like you said,
Yeah.
there are some kids probably practicing what Simone does or trying to do. It was a male gymnast who actually tried one of the flips off the off the beam when she hits the flip running, jumps onto the
Yeah,
board and hits the air. It was a male gymnast who tried that. As soon as he hit the mat, he was stumbling everywhere.
probably had
But
to go to the
he
hospital.
tried. He tried. I mean, he did pretty good. He just couldn't hold his balance because
Yeah.
you have to build up so much power to do that. You see how fast she runs. Like
And
she's
she's
hitting the
very
center
compact.
flip.
Being 4'8", she's very compact and strong. Strong,
Yeah,
everything, your legs, arm, everything's strong. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
yeah.
it's tough to do what she does, man. So, but yeah, somebody come along and do it, and it might add an extra flip to it in the midst of it. But it's gonna take
Yep.
5-6 years.
Yep. So man, hey bro, let's talk about the let's talk about the men's and the women's basketball team USA, man. We'll start off the women's. They dominating. Um, I mean, they had some chippy games, but
Mhm.
overall, don't see anybody competing against them at all.
Women are men.
Both,
Yeah,
both.
the women, I love the energy that they're playing with. Like I said, they have to talking a little trash, telling the crowd to be quiet,
Yeah, yeah,
telling them they're doing too much. But yeah, they're definitely coming into their own at this
yeah,
point. I don't see anybody stopping them. They're doing like the men. They're winning by 20 points um, at a time.
yeah,
And like I say, the first team or the second team can come in and keep the game going.
yep,
Definitely with the same point spread. So
yeah.
I don't see anybody beating them too. It's an all-star team, and you know what's crazy? I love them. I love watching them too, what they're doing. But I just had a spark in my mind. I was thinking earlier. I said, just imagine the Angel Reese's, Caitlin Clark, FloJo, Juju on the Olympic team. Man, that's
Yeah.
gonna be mad.
So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something I wish would have happened, but like I said, that time it don't work because I already on multiple episodes I complain about it's not enough time for women basketball players coming straight out of March Madness, coming straight out of championship games, whatever, and it's a short time window, like a couple of weeks, right into the WNBA season after the draft.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a week after the draft. No, matter of fact, after the championship game, I think the WNBA draft was like 3 or 4 days after that, and then like a week after that, they was ready to start preseason or whatever. So what I was gonna say, I wish that they had the opportunity to at least train with
Hmm.
Team USA, like the Angel Reese, the Caitlins. You know what I mean? I wish they would have at least trained, but they also that team been together training for years for this. You know what I mean? So they already, but it's kind of like how like like NBA players, even though they're not playing with Team USA, they're still gonna train. They're still gonna train with them. Remember Ant-Man? Ant-Man said when he got drafted, when he was coming up on draft, remember that whole story with Steve Kerr saying, man, you ain't moving fast enough. He said, if I had #1 pick, I probably won't even pick you, man, because you don't move fast enough in your workouts, whatever. And he just didn't know what that means. Like he didn't know what I mean. You go from college to NBA, he just didn't know what that means. So he after the game, after that training session, he went back to the training and said, man, I don't know what we got to do. We got to train harder. I don't know what that is, but we got to go harder than what we're doing right now. So then after this, about the second season, he spent the summer training with Team USA. He was like, that's what put me over the edge because I've been around real killers. You know what I mean, on the basketball court. Now I think about what he better come back after this season. After this Olympics, think of what you about to do right now. He spent nothing but quality time shooting with KD, which is his favorite player, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, doggone Steph Curry. What you think? They just created a monster, man.
They did, and the men's team, I definitely don't see them being stopped at all because, like I said, they go up by 20 points. I mean, what can you do? Then they throw KD in there. KD, that hit 5, 6 threes, and then they up by 10, and you put Annie. Ant has no chill to his game. He don't care what the score is. He trying to dunk on you. He going full speed. I love when he come in because it's like man, it's like putting a fresh running back in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And they already running over you the whole game.
Yep.
It's like putting Jerome Bettis in. You're like, man, come on, why would you do this? And
Yep.
that's how he is. He just brings. He comes in full speed, and you can't stop him. He's already a goat in his time, an early goat in his time. So I love it, man. And like you said, that's gonna take him to another level. Already practicing and being with him, but training under him. And I love, what I'm saying, how he is. He's so marketable. How he is. He's funny, but the thing about him too, he listens though. He pays attention. They might not show that he's sitting right by KD, and listen to everything he's saying. He's sitting by LeBron.
Yep.
He's paying attention. So he's teaching.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. And you remember, you probably don't remember, but I talked about this on one of our episode when we were talking about the selection of who's going to be on Team USA. We were kind of going through that roster, whatever. But one thing I said, I wish Zion could just go train with them. Go train. When you ain't on the roster, but you can go train with them. Like, send this man down there to train with them. I think he really, really need that. If he would have trained with him, he'll come back a different monster. He'll know what he need to do. Like, he ain't really got no guidance down there with New Orleans.
I don't know, man. I mean, everybody wishes the best for Zion. I just hope he pulls it together, gets it together. I mean, I'm speaking more so of his health.
Yeah.
His weight and everything, because he can ball. I mean, that's not a question. It's just him staying healthy, like Embiid.
Yeah. I mean, but that men's Team USA, man. Another thing I like about this, they flowing together because why? Each game they played, it's been a different player that's been the leading statistically, like leading points. It's not been the same person each game.
That's real. I mean, Steph Curry hasn't even had a game where he's leading in points. And I know this is the easiest thing for him ever. He just had to sit back and pass the ball. Dribble and pass the ball. He literally can just shut up and dribble. You don't have to do nothing else. I mean, it's so easy because, like you said, it's a team full of all-stars. So what else do you have to do or worry about? You don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I mean, say with Jason Tatum, he ain't had a good game yet. You know what I mean? I mean, I forgot what his stats are really horrible, to be honest with you, because he ain't been making no jumpers. So
you don't have to.
He don't got to right now. He don't got to. But one thing I did say when KD was injured, I'm gonna say injured. He was, you know what I mean. He was dealing with a little nag, little nag of his leg injury or whatever. And when I say he come back, it's a problem because KD is one of those dudes, man. He got the right social media handle. Like, what is it? Sniper. What was it? It's called
Sniper.
Yeah. It was like Money Sniper or something like that. Yeah, he's a sniper, bro. Because he's gonna come back. You get him hot, it's a problem. Mm-hmm. It's a problem, man. So, but I wanted to bring it in because I love what I'm seeing, man. Especially the women's basketball team. Aja Wilson is doing her thing, man. I mean, as you know, she was going to do regardless. But I love it, man. It's a great. I hope they keep succeeding and bring home the gold, man. And you know what I mean. It's all but love right here. Salute to them because they balling. Both of them.
I don't think nobody stopping them. Definitely not the men. I mean, definitely not the women's career, but women haven't won it in a while. As far as like gold. This is the team right here.
Yeah. But hey, man, let's switch gears a little bit, man. Let's switch gears, bro. Let's switch gears to football. And I got a couple of things, man. What you want to start out? We want to start talking about college football, or you want to talk about NFL? Man, it's up to you, bro.
Man, this NFL, these rule changes,
All right.
they are so crazy right now. And they did mirror some of the NFL changes from the XFL. You know, the United Football League, which is what it is now, the United Football League.
Yeah.
As far as like the kickoff rules and then standing like 10 yards apart from each other and not moving until the ball actually hits the ground. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad rule necessarily at any point in time. I kind of like that one. That's decent because if you played on the kickoff or kickoff return team, you know, sometimes it's hard to stop a man running, or it is hard to stop a man running full speed coming down the field. Definitely, if you're on kickoff return team, the first line of defense trying to block somebody from TCU or Florida State, Florida, they running full speed. These men are real big, and you want me to turn around and run back 30 yards and turn around and block this man who's running full speed to me? That's crazy. I should have a flashback. But no, that's definitely right. I like the rule now definitely because it's more of a less impact, and it evens out the playing field as far as that first line of blocking goes. But now what was they had the offside? I mean the onside kick rule now.
Yeah, the onside. So the rule was you can't run an onside kick to the fourth quarter. That was the first piece.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be losing in the fourth quarter to run an onside kick.
Right.
And then the third piece with that, you have to announce to the referee that you're going to be doing an onside kick.
Kick. That's crazy.
No
elemental surprise.
I mean, what are we doing right now? We don't even do that with 6-year-olds. I mean, 6-year-olds ain't kick off in youth football. They start kicking off at like 10 years old. 8-year-old, they don't kick it off. So about 10 years old. 10-year-olds don't even do that, man. I mean, I understand that the level of impact going to it, but I say this. I mean, it's getting down to the point like, hey, when we on offense, hey, we got to tell the defense, hey, we about to run the ball or we about to throw the ball. Come on, man. You got to not like what's the competition level, man? So I can't run no tricks on this because obviously football is a game of reaction and competition. So why do I got to announce that I'm going to do an onside kick? Also, why do I got to announce why I can't run an onside kick at any part of the game?
Yeah. I mean, right, and that's true because at the end of the day, if you do it and you don't get it, and it's the third or second quarter, that's on you.
Yeah,
you just gave me the ball at the 40, 50-yard line, so that's on you. Yeah, that's crazy, and that might be one of the rules. Hopefully that they change after like a year.
Man, they gotta change that.
Like a year or two to change it.
Like Mark, you know this firsthand. So you get deep in the season, and say, for instance, hey, you ain't showing on film your first 8 games of the season that you do any onside kicks. All right. Now you down 7 points at halftime, but you about to receive the ball. What you about to kick the ball off? You like, man, we can't go down 14-0. Our defense kind of struggle. We might got 2 injuries on side. Hey, we ain't showed this on film all year.
Mm-hmm.
Onside kick, recover the ball. Now you just flip the momentum. They're taking momentum out the game.
That does change momentum, because field advantage is the most key important to the game, on anything, offense, special teams. So
yeah.
And that's why I was saying I hope that's a rule that they would change later on down. I don't even know why they made that rule. Like, when did we start telling people what we doing? That's just crazy.
I mean, it gets to the point like, hey, instead of changing films, you gotta exchange playbooks, man. Here's my playbook. Give me your playbook. Like, what are we doing here, man?
Right.
It's been pure trash, man. That right. All right. You want to do the new kickoff rule? Okay, whatever. But you gotta tell me I can't run an onside kick until the fourth quarter, and I gotta be losing. What if you losing by 1 point?
That's
crazy.
I don't even understand that.
But because you know why, man, I'm gonna tell you, hey, boy, you know this firsthand, bro. One thing, if your special team is trash, that would lose you the game.
Field advantage. Exactly. It's
Like
still game.
that will lose you the game. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I never took like, you know what I mean, like those jabbery type of games, those, you know what I mean, those 707 games, because there ain't no special teams in it. We know, hey, if you kick the ball off to the wrong person, he take it to the house. Special teams is a problem. You can't cover on special team. You can't punt deep. Your punt team can't block for the punter. All those things go into situations that involve the game. If your special team, that's why look who head coach right now. Like I use one Harbaugh. What is John Harbaugh? What is his specialty? What he grew up, what he came up as? He came up as a special team coordinator to head
And
coach.
his first year. Mm,
That
yeah.
special team matters. You know what I mean? Like that right there. And you know that if your special team trash, you probably be the first one out the door.
Yeah, that's real. So I mean, and just look at we was talking about special teams. Just look at one of the Hall of Famers who just went to the Hall of Fame, Devin Hester.
Yep.
I mean, how many games has he changed? You know, just running the ball, kicking the
Yep.
ball, or not even kicking the ball to him. You,
Yep.
because they know how dangerous he is.
Yep.
So I mean, special team definitely plays a major part in the game. That's why head coach said we got to win on all three phases of the game: defense, offense, and special teams.
Right. Yeah.
Skill advantage is a must.
Man,
Yeah, that was a
that right.
crazy move, man.
That was crazy. That's crazy rules, man. I think they need to reevaluate that, man. I don't know who was the person. I don't think no team was on board with that one. Like maybe the kickoff rule, but not the special team. Somebody twisted words on that one. I don't agree with that one, man. I don't agree with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I don't agree
yeah.
with that.
Me neither, man. And I think there's going to be a lot of disagreements with that one. I mean, along with that one, man. You can't drop what they call the drop rule. You can't tackle nobody by the drop rule. So now I can't grab nobody and just let my body weight go and pull them down. So you basically just want me to, I guess, grab them and lay them down, like you say, with a pillow. Because how else am I supposed to tackle you? That's usually what you do, right? You drop your weight to pull a man down. So now I can't drop my weight to pull a man down.
Hey,
And
I got a flashback, man, from your good old coach, man, your good old buddy, Coach Turner, back in the day.
I took it on.
Holy, just get him down somehow, son. Just get him down, man. Hey, you can't tell no player that nowadays, bro. Hey, you gotta
Yeah,
say, hey man, be careful how you take him down. But make sure you got that pillow on him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You ain't dropping
yeah.
your body weight. Come on, man. It's too
It's,
much,
it's
bro.
too much. It's too much. Too many rules. It's the game is so offensive, man. Nowadays, it's getting so ridiculous. It's like how many more rules can we make up? Like just stop trying to do everything,
Yeah,
anything.
man. You cannot. All right, you know what? I say this. Once you get to high school, and we'll say, and we once you get past high school, you playing football, you have accepted the injury risk. You
Oh,
have
no doubt,
accepted,
no doubt about it.
you
Wholehearted.
accept wholeheartedly. Yeah, you accepted it. Like
You know what comes with it.
you know it comes with it. Like you really know what comes with that, and what you're changing. Some rules you may change. It worked out. I don't agree with everything, but I do agree with something. You shouldn't believe with your head. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, okay, perfect. That right there shouldn't be crackbacks. We used to grew up on that. We loved it. That was our time to shine. That was our time to take somebody's helmet off that probably piss you off the game. That been trying to do cheap shots on you. That was time to take him off his feet. Now you can't do it. But hey, you catch him right. You can still kind of sneak one in there. You know what I mean? As long as it's involved with the play, I get it. Away from the play, can't do it. All right, cool with that. But we gotta announce what we doing.
I'm telling you, it's getting out of hand, man.
You gotta announce what you're doing, man. Hey,
It's
so
getting out of hand.
I
Like,
mean, God, dog,
what more do you want from us?
God, I mean, bro, I,
Yeah, I mean, what else do you want from us to do at this
yeah,
point in time?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're gonna have to turn, like you said, you got to turn over your playbook, man.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and who would have hated this rule? Mike Leach would have hated this rule. The old coach, RP to Mike Leach from Mississippi State. But one thing about Mike Leach is he used to teach a class in college too, and
Uh-huh.
he taught the class and he showed them how he used guerrilla warfare tactics. In football, he taught them, about battles where they use guerrilla warfare tactics. And
Yeah,
coming from where he coming from, like the lesser schools who can match up to like an SEC school when
yeah,
he coached everywhere, all around.
yeah,
So he would just teach how they approach the game a little different. And guerrilla warfare would be like a kickoff, an onside kick in the second quarter. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
To keep like you were just saying, we can't go down 14 nothing. So we have to do something drastic.
Yep. We
And,
got we
and
got to do something
it
and make
wins.
us sit real quick. Get that
Exactly.
momentum on our side. And you
Exactly.
just took another piece of the game out from that
Right.
because
Right.
usually that momentum shift happens on some type of special teams. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? A punt. You got to punt the ball off. You got you got your guys going down there to get the punt return. Popping real quick. Ball pop, coughed up. You know what I mean? Or he muffed the ball. Oh, turnover. Now you got the ball on the 10-yard line. Momentum shift right there. Now your offense got to go back on them. You're taking all that away, man. Like all the little stuff that you're removing that from the game.
Yeah, man, that's nuts. Even when Alabama played Clemson in one of the championship games, the key, the major key play was when we did the onside kick. Well, it was basically like a pooch. So I wonder if they call it a pooch or onside kick, or I guess we would have to see the rules. I know it's real
But
thin.
they got that landing zone. So the
Right,
ball
right,
has
right,
that landing zone.
right, right, right. Right,
Yeah.
and the landing zone is the 20 to the goal line, basically. Right, exactly. So you got to kick it 50 yards down the field. That's the landing zone.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But that's why Alabama pulled away because the game was going back and forth and it was so close. But they seen that the guy kept, every time they kicked the ball, the guy on the right side, he would turn his back and run and leave that first 10 yards, it would be wide open. So they
Yeah.
they they squeal kicked it over there and caught the ball. I mean, that's the extra space that we needed in the game plan to stretch the
Yeah.
game out to win. So
Yeah.
like little stuff like that, that's what you take away from the game. It might not seem major, but it is really major in a game plan.
Do you see this new NFL rule going to college like soon or in the next few years? Do you see them adapting, or do you see like college? Hey, we're gonna leave it alone, man. We're gonna leave that alone.
Maybe the kickoff rule. I can see the kickoff rule. I can see that kickoff rule being sport wide. I can see that going from UFL to NFL to college.
Yeah,
Um, just the slow down on the collision, that full speed collision from such a far space. I can see that, but not the kickoff, not the onside kick rule. And what's college? College doesn't curve it. It doesn't curtail its sport to NFL no more. More so, the NFL does the college because
yeah,
once the
yeah,
players come in, that's why so many RPOs in the NFL now because
yeah,
that's what college ran. So
yeah.
no, I don't see it necessarily going that far.
Not immediate. You thinking about a couple of years before they even think about doing any change, or
Maybe they kickoff rule. I can see that kickoff rule, but nothing else because I don't think it's such a major difference like that.
yeah, 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 yeah. And also they don't want to. They're gonna have to find out their sponsors like it, because that's how college football when they start doing those sponsors for all those you know what I mean, all those bowl games and stuff. That's what be really driving the decision makers in the game. Like, nah, man, no, man, we love it like it is. We just now getting to a 12 person where you giving everybody a piece of the pie. Now we don't want no drastic change right now.
Right.
So I can see that. You know what I mean? But I mean, I was just wondering, man, how that's going to transition, how it's going to work out, man, because I hated it. I hate it. I ain't like none about it, man. I understand the kickoff, I accept it, but don't tell me I can't kick an onside kick, bro. You know what I
And
mean?
don't tell me I got to tell somebody.
That right there, I don't agree with at all. I don't agree with that at all, man. At all. So, but man, you said something about Devin Hester, man. Let's talk about this Hall of Fame. And
Yes.
I all the people that was selected this year was well deserved. Well deserved.
I definitely agree.
I'm looking at one snub though that should have been selected this year.
Who was that? Who would you say that was?
London Fletcher. He don't get enough of his flowers, bro. London Fletcher.
I can definitely see that. I mean,
London Fletcher.
He might make the ballot next year, but I can definitely see him making it this year.
Because this is the second time being a semifinalist. But remember, now I say this more. Now remember this. His stats is actually better than Ray Lewis, minus 2 Super Bowls.
Yep. I can definitely see that. I mean, I could say Antonio Gates was one.
Yeah.
Who snowed. I mean, this year.
Yep.
I know it's only so many that they can.
Yeah. But Antonio Gates, he's been the semifinalist one. But when I seen London Fletcher don't get enough, bro.
London Fletcher was a beast.
Oh my, bro, he was a pure animal. A pure animal. He don't get enough credit that he deserved. He don't get enough of his flowers, man. London Fletcher was a pure dog. And if you look at stats, him lined up with Ray Lewis, he beat out Ray Lewis on, I think, 95% of the stats, minus Ray Lewis got 2 Super Bowls and he got 0. That's it.
I mean, but and we know a lot of people don't make it the first ballot. You know, like they said, everybody's not a first ballot inductee like your Peyton Manning, your Marvin Harrison, Emmitt Smith. Yeah. You know, so I mean that's definitely understandable. And just like the guy Steve McMichael, you know, who was in the hospital bed when he got his.
Yeah.
So I mean, it definitely comes after a while for some people more than others.
Yeah.
So I just hope they eventually get them, which I'm sure they will, because if you reach the ballot, I'm sure you'll get it eventually.
Yeah. I mean, so the list is loaded though. I mean, I got the list in front. I'm gonna go through the list, man, but the list is loaded, bro.
The snub list.
No, like I mean, everybody else listed as a semifinalist this year. Everybody else. So I mean, I'll tell you right now, Eric Allen, cornerback, Jared Allen, he was a dog. You know what I mean? He didn't get enough. You know what I mean? The Cowboy man. You know, yeah, he didn't get enough credit. You know what I mean?
Everybody knows Jared Allen though.
Yeah. Willie Anderson, tackle, Tiki Barber, Aquan Bolden, who else? London Fletcher, Dwight Freeney, Antonio Gates,
Eddie. Dwight Freeney was on it, so he got it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm just naming the list.
Okay.
James Harrison, David Hills, obviously he won it. Torrey Holt, Andre Johnson, Robin Mathis on the list. You know what I'm saying?
Fred Taylor.
His flowers. Obviously Julius Peppers, he got his. Steve Smith Sr., he's on the list. Fred Taylor, Hines Ward. Yep, Reggie Wayne, Ricky Waters, Vince Wilfork, Patrick Willis, obviously he on that Darren Woodson. So the list is loaded. The list is loaded.
It's loaded, bro. Loaded.
The list is loaded. You know what I mean? So I just felt like out of all the linebackers, I think London Fletcher should have been selected this year. They're just it's like everybody on that list they're gonna get it. You know what I mean? I just felt like London Fletcher should have got it. Because honestly, that's me being personal, and I never was a Redskin fan or whatever. But I'm gonna say this: I think London Fletcher should have been a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah, London Fletcher was definitely he was him.
Statistic wise, yes.
Yeah, he definitely lived up to his name. And everybody always had him on the scouting report every week that you're going to get it. So
yep. So I mean, he's bro.
Yeah, but like you said, the list is loaded, man. I mean, who could you take off and put on? I mean, just listening to that. You see what I'm saying?
And to be real with you, I mean, to be completely honest with you, a lot of these people is our era people. You know what I mean? Like our era. So we seen these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's hard, man. It's hard, bro. It's hard.
I mean, just that whole list that you named, that could be the inductees for the next 3 years, just off that list there, easily. You know what they took 7 this year.
Yeah.
So that was about another 21 names. I could definitely see that being.
Jared Allen should most definitely.
Reggie Wayne, Torrey Hope.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean, it's so many to go.
Let me ask you something. For defensive ends, boy, this is gonna be tough. Defensive end. Who you got? Jared Allen. I'm gonna name 3 of them. You got Jared Allen, Robert Mathis, and Dwight Freeney.
Man. And I don't see how you put Dwight in there without Robert.
Robert Mathis don't get enough of credit, bro.
Because he's from A&M.
No.
I'm just playing.
But he was on the kind of. It was almost like he was on the Dwight Freeney shadow too. Also, you know what I mean?
He wasn't though.
Because
at all.
But that was a cheat code because both of them was on the edges, bro. So you go left, you face, bro. Come on, man.
And that's why I said he was definitely not in his shadow because they both accomplished so much at the same time. Like you said, coming off the same defensive line, rushing the quarterback at the same time, like that. That's madness. I definitely want to play quarterback against them two at all. At all. You definitely had to be running for your life from them two.
And then Jared Allen, he was just a man amongst boys. That man, bro. You don't even hear him talked about. You know what I mean? You don't never. It's like people forgot about him. That man, he don't get enough flowers himself, man. Fred Taylor,
man,
bro.
Fred Taylor was definitely. He should have been a first ballot for me. I would say that,
somebody as fast as he was with that size and power.
Fred Taylor was he had to. I mean, it seemed like he led the league, and maybe he led the league in rushing, or was it? It might have been back-to-back yards per running back per year.
Yeah,
his career was he was around for so long. He played at the highest competitive level for so long, and he did it.
Jaguars though. If you were with another organization. It would have been a little. I mean, he did spend a little time with, with New England, but he spent 1 year with New England. That was at 1 year. Yeah, but that Jacksonville time, if he could have swapped that with who's 98 to 2008, if he was with say the Eagles or somebody else, like remember the Eagles kept getting put out right at the at the NFC, the NFC Championship game, like Matt Ab couldn't get him through that punch or whatever. If he was on that team, bro, that would be a different monster.
Yeah, and he probably had 1 2 years because the Jaguars, they're like 97, 98, 99 seasons. They were decent seasons.
Yeah.
Then before they went into that slump, so he probably caught the beginning.
Yep.
of
Yep.
the end for the Jaguars at that point in time.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
I
he definitely did his thing and held up, like I said, the high end of running back position for a long time. 10 years as a running back position and to play at the highest level and still pile on status is remarkable from a running back.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, why is Hines Ward not in there? That's that right there is absolutely insane. And I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and you know I hear everything about the Steelers, but that man right there was a dog.
Was he on the list? You read him on the list?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
He keep being in the semifinals every year for like the last, I think, what is it right here? What does it say? 8 years.
How many years?
8 years he been in semifinals. How is he not selected already? Hines Ward, you already know, especially during that era where we played in, and that era that, you know what I mean, the Steelers and Baltimore used to go at it. It used to be a bloodbath. It was a back alley fight every game. But one thing they used to say, bro, you better put your head on the switch. I think, matter of fact, I think the reason they took out the crackback was because of Hines Ward. Because he was
Hines Ward was a linebacker playing wide receiver.
you remember when he played for Georgia? That man played every position on the offensive ball. Wide receiver, quarterback, doggone running back, kick return, punt return. That man was an alt, bro.
That's real. That's real. He
Yeah, I don't
literally
even know
might
if
play
he's
every
Hall of
position.
Fame. He need to be. If he ain't,
He literally played every position.
yeah, yeah.
And
That
played it. I'm not just sit back there and call the ball or just lined up. He got the ball, running the ball.
yeah, if
He
you run the
throws the
ball
ball
inside,
accordingly.
I'm telling you right now, he gonna try to deplete the outside linebacker coming inside. He don't care nothing about the cornerback. No, he want to take that linebacker out. He going for the biggest dude.
Yeah. It's not too many wide receivers you see play the game like Hines at
Nah,
all.
nah, nah, nah. And if he play right now, he'll be suspended. He'll probably try to push him out the league.
Now,
But,
and they're real, like Hines Ward literally, he might have literally had a crackback every game. And like you said, he's looking for a linebacker. He a lineman. He just don't care. He don't care.
yeah. So I mean, it's some people that, like I said, everybody selected that was observing that being selected. They need to be selected. I just think you're skipping people in order. I think it should have been an order type of thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I really think London Fletcher should already been selected already. Hines Ward, most definitely. He should have been selected when first eligible. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe the second eligible, not 8 times. No.
No, that's crazy.
No. No.
That's definitely crazy. But like I said, I can definitely see that whole list being the list for the next 3 years. Even though it'll be more, it'll be more people to come on as an inductee or as a ballot. They'd be able to come on, in the next couple of years anyway. So
that this list where I just read to you, Mark, that
Pro
was
Bowl
like
team.
Pro Bowl team, and that's like the end of a dying era right there of how dominant football was played and the people that was involved with it.
No, that's literally it. Antonio Gates from the tight end position was a beast. And we talked about him as far as comparing him to the guy from North Carolina who played.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I really compared. I compared the boy from North Carolina. I compared him to JP Julius Peppers.
But right. But Antonio Gates was a
Both of them
basketball.
played football and basketball.
Right.
And you remember Julius Peppers played football and basketball at UNC.
Right.
Like he was dominant. I think he was averaging 20 in basketball at UNC. So now you got, you know what I mean, the high school kid out of North Carolina. He got a football and a basketball scholarship to go to UNC. He probably gonna play both sports there, just like Julius Pepper did.
Mm-hmm. But like you said, from their standpoint, what type of players they were. Him as a tight end, Hines Ward as a as a wide receiver. Him crack back in linebackers. Robert Mathis, Dwight Freeney, how they played the game, just monsters on the defensive end. Definitely, one, they're dying breed football players.
Oh yeah,
no doubt about it.
Yeah, dying breed, bro. Yeah. You heard me when I said Darren Woodson on that list too.
Oh man, he should have been first.
Yeah, I don't even eight times semifinals. Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
Cowboy. Nah, I throw shots at the Cowboys, but nah, let's be for real now. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, I don't understand like some of those on the list so many times. I don't think that.
Yeah.
And like I said, maybe. Well, I don't get it, and like I said, but I do know when people are eligible in that first year, they're who are considered first ballot, inductees. I know they're going to get, their shot and going to get called up. So that could be what pushes some people back. I don't know. Well, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
But not 8 years. You should be kicking the can down the road. 8 years. Yeah. Him behind board, Darren Woodson behind board.
Like, I'll say this. If you was a game changer, like a true game changer, which majority of these people on this list was game changers.
No doubt about it. He tore whole pass. He had this man out here. What he did with the Rams. I mean,
like he's a 10 times I'm looking at it. 10 times semifinalist.
That is nuts. How did he not make it?
Eddie George, 2 times semifinalist. So he just not getting to the semifinalist list. Eddie George was he basically invented. You know what? You can kind of model a little. You can kind of model what's his name? God, that was on tip of my tongue. Our running back, we got our running back for the for the Ravens, we got came from Alabama. What God? Go to
Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. Yeah. I don't know why I went blank on that. I want to say Eddie George was the invention of tall running backs.
Tall, big running back like that. Who could really run the ball.
Yeah. Because most running backs, 5'8", 5'9". This dude came up about 6'2". He was kind of like that invention of tall, big running backs like that.
Fast. Big fast running back. I mean, you of course you had your Natron Means and your Jerome Bettis.
Yeah. What you think about? What you think about Brandon Jacobs, man?
Brandon Jacobs was a man amongst boys too after the play. He was huge, man. He definitely was. I mean, that was a Derrick Henry too.
Yeah. Well, I got a reaction for you, bro. The most crazy thing I heard a high school athlete do, high school football player do before the game. Hold on, let me go ahead and pull this up for you, man. Cause that right there just, hey.
Hold up. He did a line of cocaine before a game in high school.
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
Wait a minute.
It was one of my homeboys that graduated the year before me. I was walking into the weight room. He was like, hey, guess what I got? What you got? I got that white girl. I'm like, oh, for real? You want to try? I'm like, yeah, you try it.
Man said, I'm a dibbling and dabber.
Yeah.
What game was it? What's the game?
338, 4 touchdowns. Killed it. I destroyed it. I destroyed it. It was easy. I felt like I was the only one out there. I ain't never did it again. I should have did it again.
It's risky business, but 338.
Damn, 4 TD. Yeah.
Bro,
About
imagine trying
number.
to tackle this nigga in high school.
Imagine trying to tackle this nigga off cocaine. Nigga, what are you talking about? Come on. He got a bald head. Come on. What are we talking? He don't care. He doesn't care.
Oh, man.
Man,
Bro,
338 for touchdown.
off a lot of cocaine in high school?
That's crazy.
In
Yeah,
high school?
That probably what got him in college. Yeah. That game alone. So he felt like he was the only one out there. So you was. There's no doubt about it. I know his heart was right.
You know what I hear, man. 'Cause nobody else doing no cocaine, bro. Before a high school football game, man.
Man, but you know, people. Hey, but you know, we talking about a different era. Like you said, we talking about the era where people.
We ain't seen people supposed to weed before a game, but not a lot of cocaine, bro.
that we know of. Yeah.
That we know of.
Right. We can't confirm nor deny. If anybody has that now, they probably seen like it.
Yeah, bro, he been a couple times later, man. He might be high on cocaine, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, but you know, we come from that era where people took substances before the game, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Hey, bro, I couldn't wait to play that on this episode, bro. That right there blew my mind right there, man.
338. That man was out there running all over the place. And he probably wasn't tired when he got home.
They better not threw the ball not one time that game.
Yeah, you know, get to him, feed him. Left, right, up the middle. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but like I said, we definitely come from that era. You know, you had Pac-Man, you know, who smoked before the game. He said he didn't smoke one game, but he had a terrible game. He smoked before every game. You know what I'm saying? You know, Peyton Manning was talking to Marshawn Lynch. He asked him what he used to do. He said, "What was it? He said, "A shot." He said, "What, a shot of medicine?" He's like, "No, a shot of Hennessy." Yeah, Peyton Manning said, "Of course." Yeah, what was I thinking? A shot of Hennessy.
Hey, I mean, think about Percy Harvin. Great athlete. You know, and you know, I think we're going to talk about him down the line, man, when we talk about them Florida athletes, because they was a different monster back in our day. But Percy Harvin, he used to smoke weed for every game. Because, you know, he used to have them bad migraines from, I forgot what condition he had.
Yeah, he had real
that was the only way he said he was able to play.
Yeah, he missed a couple games, if I remember, because of the migraine.
And then he remember it got worse and worse when he was playing in the NFL, too. And that's why he had to kind of just short his career. I think he ended up playing like 6 years or whatever. And he could have had a long career, but the migraines were getting them, top again, tackle and all that type of stuff. He said, man, I would have never played as long. I want to smoke a weed before the game.
It's a remedy. It's definitely a medicine. I mean,
yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I had a line of cocaine before a high school football game, bro. But that right there blew my mind right there, man. But hey, since we talking about NFL still, bro. So something that me and you both said. You know what I mean? We both were talking about this. We were talking about, you know what I mean, the Patriots quarterback. Not just talking about the Patriots. This is what we were talking about, the NFL draft. And why Milton was drafted so late. Old University of Tennessee quarterback. Like, this dude was a pure dog. Like, he brought fear to a lot of SEC teams, man. Why was he drafted so late? But then remember what I said about Drake May? I said, man, he should be one that drafted late. I haven't seen that he's a first-round quarterback. Now we got this thing coming out on, all of the New England Patriots news saying, boy, he out there balling. And Drake May look like, hey, he the one right now. So
we definitely called it out and we expected it. So it's not shocking news to us at all. I mean, definitely, if you watch SEC sports, if you know what this man did at Tennessee, his capability, how he throws the ball, I mean, I don't even. What is the question here? Did anybody watch a Tennessee game last year? Did they know what this man can do? I mean,
Yeah,
he might not have had the best accuracy as far as like pinpoint accuracy, but
especially
he did have accuracy. He just didn't do it, repetitive as he should. It was repetitious as he should have been doing it. But I mean, that's something you can work on. You get to the NFL. Definitely, if you took Anthony Richardson out of his first year from Florida based on his talent and what he can do, I
yeah,
mean, why would you pass over Milton? Milton played the 3 years, and he's definitely capable. So I mean, we
yeah.
didn't expect this. I mean, it's not new to us at all, at all. So I mean, we expected this to happen. I seen Drake May. I mean, Drake May is a good quarterback,
He's a good quarterback.
but
I
not to
just
Milton.
didn't see
I mean,
first
to Milton,
round.
he definitely.
Yeah,
Sorry, not
I
first round.
honestly did not see first round, and
Nah,
I've been on record with this. I did not see first round from him at all.
not at all. Not
No,
at all.
I,
Like I said, he's a good quarterback, but no, you definitely could have took him in the third round.
yeah,
Well, I don't know what they was looking at. But I mean, the same people who talk bad about other players, these the same people who probably took Tom Brady in the sixth round,
yep.
took Brock Purdy in the sixth round. Yeah, I mean, they mess up. They do mess up. They,
Oh yeah,
who did we watch? We watched it. Who did they? We were looking at Shannon Sharp and Chad Ocho. They were
yeah.
talking about their draft picks. They draft scores. Yeah,
Both of them had like F's. They were
right,
like,
right, right. Who did this grading? Right. Exactly. So yeah, this is just another latest attempt at bad grading once
yeah,
again.
yeah,
I mean, the same thing they're saying about Milton, they're saying about Pence down at Atlanta, in Atlanta right now, over Kirk Cousins, talking about his accuracy is so prolific. That's what they're saying. How he throws the ball, and say he more like should be starting. But who did not see this? I mean, if you know anything about football, you know this. And a lot of Atlanta Falcons fans were mad about the pick. Like, man, y'all literally don't know
y'all, bro.
nothing
They
about
don't,
football. The
bro.
ones who
Yeah,
were mad,
yeah.
like y'all don't know nothing about football. I've seen the ones who were happy too, about the pick. So they
I,
they
I
were smart.
think I think the biggest knock on him was he had multiple leg injuries. That's what the nervousness with a lot of people. But the man can throw the ball. Like we see what he can do.
Yeah,
And
and I mean
go
his
into
injury went last year.
yeah,
His injury went last year. That was when he played. That was 3-4 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah, he did have multiple injuries, but I mean, given where he came from, the line he had,
yeah.
of course he probably had those injuries. But man, I mean, did you watch? Did anybody watch the game? Did you watch his accuracy? Did you watch him what he was doing? Did you watch his play last year?
Right. It's crazy, man. But so I mean that's another one. I mean it's multiple instances where we seen like it's multiple instances where we seen that the wrong quarterbacks are being selected based upon like I called Drake May and once I showed you kind of like, hey man, bro, this dude he's a good quarterback, but he is not that first round person that you need to be wasting a pick on this early. Not it. And here you go. I mean, then now look at Justin Fields about to get his opportunity. Now, me and you both know, hey, when somebody's starting in front of you and they get injured, boy, once you get that field, you make sure you do everything possible not to come off that field.
Mm-hmm.
Fields might do that, bro.
No doubt about it. It's the exact same situation as Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. Drew
Yep.
Bledsoe came off with that injury, and that was the last time you heard of Drew Bledsoe.
Yep.
It's the same thing, and I said the same thing. Yeah. Justin Fields definitely gonna take over. He's already a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It was just the Bears being the Bears as usual.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was nothing but a come up for the Steelers, and he's going to show them why. Definitely you got a second chance to prove yourself. I mean, which he really ain't even got to prove himself because he had great numbers.
Oh yeah,
with the team that he had.
He started for multiple years.
Right.
So it ain't like he just coming out. Just coming off the NFL draft. You know what I mean? being drafted
Mhm.
and going straight out there. So he understands. Now he just got to get in the right somebody to teach him how to read correctly. Like, learn the playbook and read correctly. But
Yeah, they said, they said Russell Wilson thought he had it locked when he said that. Yeah, I just got a little calf injury, a little calf tightening. They said, oh yeah, they set him down. he didn't know it was gonna happen like that. Like, oh yeah, they set him down and put Justin Fields. And you really just gave them the ammunition to do what they really wanted to do anyway.
yeah.
Because we know you're going to be a backup quarter. You're going to be a Flacco, of course.
Well, and also, I mean, think about the division in here. They're in the AFC North, and an injury can't happen. You know what I mean? Like an injury with the team that you got to play in your division, an injury can't happen. You got to play the Eagles. You got to play the Ravens. You got to play them twice. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to play the Browns twice, and we know the Brown defense is some dogs. You know what I mean? That the defense on the Browns is the least of everybody's worried. Like they some dogs. Then you got to play the Bills twice. So I don't have no complaints with the Steelers getting two quarterbacks. I really don't, because you look at
you don't need
get nicked up, banged up. You still got somebody that understands that got some experience at it. You know what I mean? At the highest level. So I'm cool with that.
You're gonna need them, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Especially think about also all them in cold weather environments too.
Mm-hmm. Everything hurt.
Yep. All them in cold weather environments. Everything hurt. It's Pittsburgh, cold weather, snow, blizzards. Baltimore, the same thing. The Bengals, the same way. And the Bills, the same way. And the Browns. Yeah. All of them playing snow. All of them playing very cold weather. Yeah. They ain't got no issues. So, but yeah, bro, it's gonna be real interesting, man. Also, you know what I mean? Hey, somebody been watching our episode because they stealing words out of my mouth about who the Cowboys gonna select. Mark, now I'm on record. We can go back and look at all the episode. What did I say? They talking about some NFL scouts said that. No NFL. I said that. I said it.
You the scout.
What did I say, Mark? I'll tell you what's gonna happen. And you talk now. You come back and say, "Well, we ain't gonna be the first. We ain't gonna get no number one pick." Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the Cowboys gonna give up. You ain't gonna like it, but they're gonna give it up. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna give up.
They do everything.
They're gonna give up Michael Parsons.
No.
Next year,
no.
Hey, mark this episode down. Next year, NFL draft, Sha'Carri Richardson is gonna be he's gonna be picked number one overall pick by the Cowboys. Cowboys gonna give up something. They're gonna give up Diggs at cornerback, and they might give up Parsons for
Diggs. No, man, no.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
No, not at all.
Because I'm gonna tell you why you think this. Because you think it's sensible. Jerry Jones don't think sensible. We know that. Now, you even said it. He don't think sensible. He make the mistakes that he make the decisions. I'm like, what was he thinking? That's why I say what I say.
I can see him giving up. They'll give up Dak. They'll give up. They'll give up Lawrence. They'll give up Lawrence. I see him giving up.
Nobody won't. It's the Prescott.
Somebody won't.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you who want him. University of Louisiana Monroe won't Prescott, but no NFL team won't him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hey, Marcus Lawrence. We give up. I can see our end. I mean, them two, and we'll give up some draft picks. Now we'll give up a draft pick, a third, fourth round, and the first round probably in 25. We'll do that. So we are not giving up Michael Parsons, man.
Hey, I'm just gonna state what I'm saying, bro. I'm just saying it. It's ironic that I've been talking about this. Now some NFL scout speaking on next year. Where they got that from? They got it from me, man. Somebody. They must. I'm not an NFL scout. I don't know who watched this video and put it out like that, but hey, that's what it is.
It don't take much. It
Hey,
don't take.
that before we leave NFL, man, let's hit fantasy football real quick, man, because people, you know what I mean, fantasy about to really kick off now. It's August, and we're just gonna talk about quarterbacks, man. We're gonna talk about quarterbacks, man, and just rank them, bro. Like who. So we'll go through. I got ESPN pulled up right now. We're gonna go through the first, say, 10 quarterbacks they got in order for fantasy. They got Josh Allen. I'm going down 1 through 10. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud, Joe Burrow, Mr. Prescott, Kyler Murray, and Jordan Love at 10. Do you agree with that? For fantasy football now. Think about fantasy now, and think about, obviously you want to get all them points, as the right points and all that, and be consistent at it. And also rushing yards and all that type of stuff, whatever. So with your first 5, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Anthony Richardson, do you agree with that?
I don't know why they so high on Anthony Richardson. I mean, he is a good quarterback, but he is high on the fantasy list. And maybe because he's a dual threat, and he can those rushing
points too.
Right.
Yep.
So I can see that, but they got him over, like I said, Joe Burrow. I mean, I know Joe Burrow usually had like an injury, right? And we're talking fantasy points.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah.
I don't know about being over Jordan Love. I see Jordan Love having another breakout year. He definitely might, go above and beyond this year. But I mean, definitely like those Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Definitely, you're gonna get your money's worth. You're gonna get your points worth for them.
Patrick Mahomes don't start off too well though. Patrick Mahomes don't usually start off too well with fantasy points. Especially when he got all them rookie wide receivers. That's one piece of it too.
Right, and that's it. That was it, because I mean, what did they talk about them last year? Them dropping so many passes in the box.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily him. It was him around. Those around him. So I think that'll be smoothed out this year.
I agree with Josh Allen. I most definitely agree with Jalen Hurts. I don't know how. I'm gonna tell you the big reason I agree with Jalen Hurts being number 2 pick, number 2 on the rankings for fantasy, is also because they do a lot of tush push scoring. So he's gonna get you rushing. He's gonna get you those points too. So that's one piece I do agree with. Lamar Jackson, obviously he'll do a threat quarterback. I don't know how much dual threat. He's still gonna be dual threat at some point, but I don't know how much dual threat he's gonna be when you got that new running back we got. You know what I mean? So that's another. Derrick Henry. I keep forgetting his name, and I'm happy we got him too. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I talk a lot of crap about him, Mr. Prescott, but I got to put him in the top 5 because exactly. Every time I play against somebody in fantasy, they got that Prescott, I end up losing. If they get blown out, what we always talk about, he always padding his stacks up. That mug is perfect for all fantasy. He gets you good fantasy points.
Yeah, and that's how you can tell it's a fantasy league. It do not transition in real life.
Another one, man.
What you think about Jordan Love? You believe in Jordan Love?
Yeah. For fantasy though, I mean they got Kyler Murray at number 9, Jordan Love number 10. I'd rather swap out Kyler Murray for Anthony Richardson. Kyler Murray, that little fast.
Yeah.
Well, them little feet be like this, boy. And that little fast dude, bro, he get out the hole, he gone. And he get right out of bounds, you know what I mean? So he pick up like, yeah. I'd rather put him over Anthony Richardson any day. But Jordan Love,
I think he'll get those stats this year.
Yeah, but he don't too much do a threat like that though, man. That's
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
He did last year, but I think he'll do more running this year because last year it was more so him trying to prove himself and all that. Now that he knows he's the man and he got the bag,
Yeah.
he'll definitely escape more.
So would you put CJ? Would you put Jordan Love over CJ Stroud
No.
for fantasy? You wouldn't? Because CJ Stroud don't run too much at all either. He'll get out of the pocket just to scramble for for a first down, but then he gonna slow up. You know what I mean? He ain't finna take no hits at all.
No, he's not. But right, exactly. But I think one thing about CJ Stroud, he knows how to make the correct plays at the correct time. So he'll run when it's time to run. He'll pass when it's time to pass.
Yeah. I got you. I agree with you saying, man. Do you agree with number one overall with Josh Allen as fantasy number one?
I mean, if we saying Josh Allen can.
Yeah, I mean he's yeah.
He will duck his head for an extra first down. Josh Allen a big boy. Yeah. I don't see. I mean, I see Lamar being first too.
Yeah.
But I know his his throwing stats. Maybe not his fantasy points on throwing. Maybe not.
He's always balanced though. He's usually pretty balanced. So, like a normal stat for Lamar on USA 250 passing, might have about 65, 70 rushing, 3 passing touchdown, maybe 1 rushing touchdown. You know what I mean? Or something like that. 2 passing touchdown, 1. You know what I mean? Here, I say 2 and 1. And so that's great for fans because you picking a rushing yards, rushing touchdown, and throwing passing touchdowns. But I don't know what the offense has going to. We know they are a heavy run team, regardless. That right there, we do know. I don't know how much bootleg, how much RPOs they're gonna run with him with Derrick Henry.
A lot.
You don't think they're gonna run a power ball set of RPOs with him? I mean, but RPOs are quick throws too, man, because that makes your defense more vulnerable if they playing off. I mean, I understand that.
Yeah, and who's not gonna bite down on you faking to Derrick Henry?
Yeah. I got you.
So that definitely is gonna open up the pass game for Lamar.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. But hey, folks, we want to just go over fantasy. Each episode we're gonna hit a different up until all the fantasy drafts that are gonna happen probably into this closer to the end of the preseason. Next episode we'll go running backs and probably talk tight ends too. But I really want to hit the quarterbacks first, kind of get our feet wet with that, man. Because I'm in this guillotine league. I gotta figure out how to. There's a whole bunch of rules with this, man. So I ain't even worked out. I ain't even put my play sheet together with the fantasy, man. But I've been playing fantasy football for a long time. For a long time. So, but hey, Mark, man, hey, it's a video that surfaces around of a player doing his own coach dirty. NFL coach too, man. I mean, he a college coach now, but you'll know who he is, man. Big NFL player back in the day. We both fans of him. Well, he got did so dirty, man, at football practice, man, from his own player. And I'm finna pull it up now.
It happens. It's normal.
Goddamn, go. Oh, shit. Hey, man, LOC, man. LOC. Man, you better hold that. Let me off my seat. You already got it free. You all right?
Yes, Coach Sapp is okay. He's recovering right now. I sent him a gift basket.
Coach Sapp might be okay, but I don't think our offensive line is.
That's different.
You tearing them up like you did Sapp.
That's different. They all can't get baskets.
Hey,
That's a big boy though.
boy, this big boy, I'm gonna tell you right now. Boy, I know Coach Sapp had him doing up downs. That shit right.
So, yeah, he probably loved it, you know. A crazy defensive man to coach like that, he probably loved it. Like, he getting that defensive line right. That's what they needed.
Yeah. Hey, before we change NFL, I gotta take another shot at your boy. You know what I mean? There's a video floating around about y'all one of y'all best running backs that y'all had in history for the Cowboys. His name is Zeke Elliott.
Here you go.
You know what I mean? I think A's caught up with him. I think A's would have caught up with him now, man. I think A's caught up with him, bro.
Mm-hmm. He all right.
Hey, Mark, man, he look like us when we go back out there, bro. If we go back out right now, he look like us. Like, damn.
I definitely look like that. That definitely be me. You know, not bad. He all right, man. He all right. It's just a little smaller.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, we don't expect him to do much anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just checking, bro. I'm just checking, man.
Second and two. He'll be on second and two, second and third.
I'm just checking, man.
Third and two. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have a light load. Don't worry about it. We don't count on Zeke breaking those 20 yarders, 50 yards. That's not his game no more. That's about as far as he gonna run. It's through that bag. That's about 2 yards, 3 yards. That's it. That's all we need him to do this year. He just turned in his playbook at the end of the year when he retired.
Hey, all right, man. But hey, so that's which gear for our last subject, man, which is college football, man. So the story came out today. I seen it today, so I think it came out either yesterday or today. About Michigan coach. And you know, about last year about that sign stealing scandal, and where they had the old I forgot what the dude position title was, but excuse me. But I forgot what that one of the little assistants going on people's sidelines wearing the disguise, sunshades, hat back and wearing they uniform, sign stealing and all this type of stuff. Then now it got traced back to the current head coach that replaced Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh. And one of the pieces of this story was he's getting put on a hot seat because he deleted 52 text messages related to this sign stealing scandal. So talk to me, Mark, man. How you want to dive into this?
Yeah, man, he erased, like say, 50 something messages from the guy who was caught with the sign stealing.
Yeah.
At that point in time, I mean, and we always knew that he was connected to somebody and was speaking to somebody in the program and the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? He was just a fall guy, you know, for when they dismissed him from the team, but he had to be getting the information from somebody. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead, he was getting the green light from them to go ahead and do that. So and they caught Coach Sharon. They caught him. Said deleted with the deleted messages, the NCAA, so they're looking at him as a possible repeat offender. I don't know. Well, I guess because the program got in trouble before, so that's why he would be like a repeat offender. I mean, that's a bad way to start off your coaching career at this point in time. But
Yep.
I would love to see what Paul Finebaum got to say about Michigan.
Oh yeah, this game might go. Oh, so tomorrow, Finebaum going in. He's going in tomorrow.
Right. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But yeah, they got caught once again. But we always knew it wasn't over, like I said, because how do you just fired the fall guy? So once the ball keeps rolling and the investigation gets deeper, into it as the months go along, you find out who is he speaking to, who is he reporting back to. I mean, and that's why we all speculated that Coach Harbaugh left, just like Pete Carroll, he up and got out of there.
But you also remember what was part of the stipulation of negotiation when they were trying to keep Jim Harbaugh up at Michigan. One of the negotiating parts of he wanted in his contract was, if I stay at Michigan, that I'd be exonerated and not get in trouble for anything that comes out of any investigation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
what you're not gonna do, because I'm pretty sure you had something to do with it.
Yeah. So that means, yeah, you know what I mean, and like me and you, we've been knowing each other for a long time. We can talk without talking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he might not necessarily say the words, but you knew what he wanted to get done. You know what I'm saying? So that I mean, bro, I don't know what's about to happen. They might lose some recruits over this. They might lose some scholarships over this. I don't know what I mean. It could be a downward spiral for this because really they might got the motive like, we can't get Harbaugh, so we most definitely gonna punish somebody. We gonna you know what I mean. We're gonna play the hammer on somebody. So, bro, I mean
they have to. I mean, like I said, it was Harbaugh, but Chris Patriots, Denard Robinson. You remember Denard Robinson?
Yeah.
So it was a couple of them who were accused of, improper fractions, basically at that point in time, double win, like they say, improper fractions. So a couple of them already were in trouble. So, I mean, what you gonna do? Just keep firing people? I mean, you could, because Sharon, he had a part to play in it.
Yeah.
Coach Mo, he had a part to play in it. I mean, where does it stop at this point in time?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure all of them had some type of hand in it.
I mean, when this story first came out last year, and me and you were talking about it on the phone, bro, we was like, man, that's part of the game. That's why you were telling me, like, how y'all used to, like, y'all have a disguise. I ain't gonna say disguise person. Y'all used to have a dummy person that looked like he's giving a sign, but he ain't even the person that giving a sign, because of people will try to steal your signs, which is all the NCAA fault, because they should have already had doggone microphones in the quarterback's ear in the first place. Like, that should have been done 10 plus years ago. But you still got people with signs. They got a whole about poster boards and doggone, you got all these multiple people. But when we start hearing the story even closer, like, nah, y'all went too far now. I mean, God, dog, it ain't like y'all got binoculars. You got somebody on somebody else's sideline that ain't even coaching for that team. That's
dressed up like the. Yeah, that's a different level.
That's a different level. That's a real different level.
Yeah, that's major. Though. You went above and beyond. You took drastic measures at this point in time to try to win it. I mean, it was Minnesota. Why you do that against Minnesota?
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because he knew if he tries some crap like that against Ohio State, it won't happen. They'll know. You know what I mean? If you went to it's like he targeted schools where they don't really control. They ain't good at control or expecting somebody to do that to them. But you ain't finna just show up on the Alabama sideline without somebody trying to know, hey man, who are you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get called out, especially in SEC, bro. Who are you, bro? Like, where you coming from?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the crazy part is, most of all the coaches are gone, because like two of the people who were accused too, or had like violations, they're on his staff now. They're on Coach Harbaugh's staff in Los Angeles. One of the other guys is at Seattle Seahawks assistant,
Mm-hmm.
and Robinson, he got released. He had like a drunk driving incident, so he got
Yeah.
released.
Yeah.
It was like they cleared them out, those 5 people out, and they still roll. The snowball effect is still
They basically at the end of the day, they're gonna get scholarships. They're gonna take some wins away, and they probably mess them up saying y'all can't go to the playoffs for a couple of years. It's gonna be some. All right, you know what? Hold on. Let me ask you this, Mark. This is a real important question. A real important question. Do you
No,
think
they shouldn't have played.
Do you think they're gonna try to take their ring away?
I was about to say no, they shouldn't have played in the game. They shouldn't have been able to play. No, but at the same time, though, I say it as an Alabama fan, but at the same time, it wasn't the kids' fault. They didn't do anything wrong, so no, they won it fair and square. I mean, even if they did, you still have to stop people. I mean, it's just like me, like Ocho Cinco or somebody lying up, say, okay, I'm finna run, go, stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still have to get out there and stop them. So no, I mean, those kids, they earned it. So I never take anything away from the athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never take anything away from them. But the coaches, I mean, in the program, they're gonna follow on the sword.
Yeah.
Definitely. They might try to take their ring away from them actually because how bad and how ugly it's looking at this point in time. But like I said, it just keeps getting worse. There's more news and more news coming out. I mean, just think about the level that you went to dressing up as the opponents. You had their gear on. This man had their whole gear on, and
And
was on the sideline.
Like you got credentials to get on the sideline.
Right, exactly. There we go.
Oh,
More news had to come
it
out.
gotta be
Somebody
something.
had to get you.
It gotta be some
Somebody had to
backfield
get you.
stuff going on too.
It is, and like we said, they still investigating. So, we don't know. We don't know a lot, and they're still working on a lot of the information. This just coming out, and this is Coach Malone. He eventually gave them that information. I guess they kept hounding him about it, or the other guy probably told on him. He probably told, and when he did, they seen the messages
Yeah.
that he had from Coach Malone at that point in time. So it's just gonna keep getting uglier and uglier and uglier at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have just took the route like Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh acting like a dope dealer. He said, "I'm not cooperating." I don't care what you say. He's not giving them nothing. Jim Harbaugh don't care. He don't care what
Don't call my phone about nothing.
Call me nothing. You ain't getting nothing. I ain't telling you nothing. And he holding on to it. I like him. I like him. Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, Mark, man. This is another great episode, man.
Definitely, man.
You know what I mean? We now, hey, starting this coming up week. Now it's gonna be full throttle with these preseason games. With football starting on Thursday.
Hope you got Peacock.
Still going on, huh?
Hope you got Peacock and NBC because one thing, as you can see too, they're not stopping their rolling. The NBA already playing their commercials, so TNT look like they out of it already. They already showing their commercials for next year coming up. Yeah, get your prescriptions.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But bro, this is great episode, man. A lot of stuff, man. Hey, I'm just happy to see USA starting to turn it around a lot of across the board, not just certain sports, but across the board at the Olympics, man. But hey, everyone that's watching live or that's been viewing and whatnot, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for joining us. Please tell your friends, family about us. Please subscribe to our channel, Down South Sports Roundtable, man. Mark, man, you want to close it out, bro?
Yeah, definitely. We appreciate everybody. Continue to come back for the great news. We'll definitely be talking everything in all sport. Subscribe, like. Come back and holler at us. We'll be around. If you need anything in the sports intel, we'll definitely have it. Like I said, we'll keep dropping fantasy information about fantasy players in the upcoming episodes. But we appreciate everybody there.
I appreciate y'all. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.
Have a good one.